Hi everybody, welcome back to Jade Empire, and I'm now speaking to you through my limiter. So this shouldn't sound any different. I hope it doesn't. I'm not changing any levels or anything, but if I were to say ass, then it should sound a lot better. And if I press bypass and try and say that at the same volume, ass, that should have sounded terrible. So yeah, that was with the compressor on and off. And I hope it sounds okay. I think it doesn't make a lot of difference most of the time, which is good. Because it's a stereo compressor limiter, I can use the other channel as a compressor as well, which will make more difference, but I'm not going to do that now. I'll do that another day, so let's get going.
The Bronze Division champion approaches. I hope you're ready for the challenge awaiting you in the Silver Division. Remember, Soldier's the champion at this level. He'll be watching you.
Dogs nipping at my heels aren't worthy of watching.
What do you need?
Well, tell me about the next fight.
Now that you are champion of the Bronze Division, the Silver Division awaits. It seems that, indirectly, this serpent has decided to keep your career interesting. A demon has been added to the regular roster since your earlier victory, and since you've shown aptitude, I'm letting you face him first. This is indeed an honor, though it will not be easy. Are you ready to defeat this horror?
Don't have a lot of choice, do I?
Excellent. Follow me and we'll get you ready for your next match.
Will the demon rend flesh from bone, or will a lone warrior prove stronger?
Well, elephant demons aren't really that much better than toad demons, I don't think.
Another demon falls! We shall have to add a new division for you alone if this keeps up. Kylon the Serpent wishes to speak with you personally. This is a rare honor. Do try to be polite.
Knob.
You have already been granted access to the back room of the arena, and the Serpent's private chamber is just off of it. You may as well go now and see what he wants. Oh, and one other thing. The Serpent has requested that you visitate him alone. I know you usually have a friend with you, but they'll have to remain behind for this meeting.
Well, that is pretty suspicious, isn't it? Let's be honest.
We should have told you that Kylon will only see you alone. Are you ready to go in now?
Yes, I will go in alone, because I'm an idiot.
I don't think you should go in there. The serpent is no good for anybody. I'll be around if you need me.
I actually agree with you for once, Black Whirlwind.
It is vital that we talk a moment. Your inability to deal with the minor demon cost me dearly. I expected more from you, but I'm prepared to overlook your weakness for the moment. You are a smart young woman, smart enough to know that you will get much further as my friend than my foe. You may find that certain opportunities, mutually rewarding arrangements between us, will come your way in the near future.
That's an interesting option, if I'm the one who should be directing the events around here. I don't really have that ambition, but it's quite a cool little option. Yeah, if you're proposing that I cheat or throw fights, I refuse.
Cheat is such a pedestrian term. I prefer to think of myself as a creative engineer. Like the fountains that channel water throughout the land, I spread entertainment to the people. Right now is an interesting time for an organization known as the Guild. I've no doubt that Qui has told you about us, if you didn't already know. Our organization is involved in many different activities, most of which operate below the view of the authorities of this great empire.
Yeah, I'm not going to join a criminal gang. You're a bunch of criminals.
Come now. We're above calling each other names, aren't we? The Guild, you see, has recently developed a vacancy in its upper echelons. A man by the name of Gao the Greater has been killed, and with his death, a new leader must be chosen. I intend to replace him in that role, and I need good people to back me.
But Gao is a horrible slaver, and I hate him. You do realise that I'm the one who eliminated Gao the Greater?
Did you? An interesting claim, and one I'm not sure I believe. You don't match the description we have of the killer, but then the descriptions are fairly tenuous.
Oh.
If you are the one who killed Gao, then I owe you a favor. Consider my reluctance to turn you into the Lotus Assassins a repayment for that debt in full.
Yeah.
There is the matter, however, of your friend, Whirlwind. I'm sure you know that he was one of the fighters here and that he left the arena. But do you know why?
My contempt for the Mafia kind of overruled my common sense there. I have just told him, oh, I'm trying to remember what they call me now. The Scourge of the South, is that right? It's something like that. And I've just told him that I'm him. And he's mine and me. That was very, very stupid. It was very stupid. I meant to be calm and rational, and I just went and blurted that out for no reason. That was very, very stupid. Oh, I'm really cross with myself now. I was just in the moment, and I acted out of character. It was very stupid. Yeah, I expect the lout killed someone he shouldn't have. That seems his style.
How perceptive of you. Whirlwind's past is certainly a colorful one. Did he tell you that he was thrown out of the arena? Public displays of rage and drunkenness, uttered threats of murder, excessive violence, property damage, and I believe several charges of defecating in public.
Yeah, sounds about right. That's nothing I didn't already suspect.
If you trust him, you are a fool. The Black Whirlwind is an impressive fighter, but he is better avoided than confronted. We couldn't let him fight as he was, so he left. His brother, Raging Ox, wisely stayed here and went on to become champion. You could reach that point yourself, you know. Indeed, that's a distinct possibility. To become champion yourself, you will need my support. That means you and I will work together closely.
I'm really not interested, to be honest. This guy will just use me. He'll use me to replace Gal the Greater. He'll use me to make more money on the bets. And then once he's done with me, or if the opportunity comes up to make more money, he'll have me killed. Working with him is a bad idea. Black Whirlwind is correct, and I want nothing to do with you, Serpent.
You place yourself in a precarious position, my young friend. I would hate to see your career stagnate. You see... What is that noise?
Hey, you can't...
Damn you, serpent! I'll kill you where you stand!
No, you won't, Whirlwind. Just like last time, you will leave. I can see that this polite discussion has concluded, as so many do, in your odorous presence. We may talk again. Perhaps.
We're leaving now. You and I have to talk. Alone. It's important.
Good job there's no slavers here.
Look, you can't trust Kylon. I know he was probably offering you the world, or maybe all the wine in it if he were really crafty, but...
You didn't honestly think you were going to slip down here after that little display, did you, Whirlwind?
No, it was pretty stupid.
Step back, Joe. For once in my life, I've got something important to tell someone.
You have nothing important to say, you lummox. You've embarrassed Kylon the Serpent, and I'm going to make sure you never get a chance to repeat your performance.
I've been waiting for this. Time to cut off the Serpent's tail!
Oh, well. Yeah, even if I could have stopped this, I wouldn't have done. Black Whirlwind is rubbish. I was too busy watching Black Whirlwind then to pay attention to what was going on. Hey, it's like your first hit of the fight there, Black Whirlwind.
He fought like a monster for a little guy.
What? That is absolute nonsense. Are you alright in the head?
Better than I've been in a while. All this best behavior when you're in the city business was wearing on my nerves. Not the first time I've gone up against one of Kylon's thugs, you know. Not at all.
What do you mean by that?
Remember I told you I used to fight in the arena? Well, I was the best there was. Then my brother came to the city and decided he'd join the arena too. The arena was about the same as it is now. Kui and Kylon were there, and Lucky Cho too, but he was just a runt back then.
Is your brother still fighting?
My brother became the arena champion, the Raging Ox. They said he retired, but he didn't retire. He was killed. I should know. I'm the one who killed him.
Why did you kill him?
Raging Ox was one of Kylon's men. Well, he wasn't always. Kylon approached me first, and when I turned him down, he went to my brother instead. When Ox joined up with Kylon, I stopped getting good matches. Ox was fighting his way to becoming champion, and doing a little work for the guild on the side.
Yeah, that's not a good plan. I mean, but couldn't you have just stopped him?
He was so cocksure and wouldn't listen to his older brother. Once he fell in with Kylon, he stopped talking to me. Soon Ox became Kylon's enforcer and carried out his bidding. He'd skulk around in robes so no one would know the arena champion was a common thug. One night I followed Ox back to Kylon's. I was drunk and I was mad. I just wanted to tell Ox how dangerous Kylon was, convince him to leave. But Kylon was there. He tried to interfere. I attacked him, and Ox tried to stop me. When it was over, Ox was dead, and my axe was covered in his blood.
Oh, you're a moron. What happened then?
Kylon just stood there, smiling. I would have killed him if I wasn't so stunned. After that, I left. For the first time in my life, I ran. I ran, and then I drank myself into a stupor that lasted for half a year.
You're an idiot. That was of your own making, really, wasn't it? But you're actually a goodie, really, even though you're an idiot. You were standing up to the mob. So, yeah, I'll side with you for now. Kailan truly is a serpent.
You do what you have to in the arena. Just don't fool yourself about working with a serpent. Lucky Cho's death just put you on the Serpent's wanted list. I'd really like to see Kailan's face if you become arena champion. Of course, I'd rather just kill him. Come on, let's go.
I mean, that works for me as well. Let's just kill him. Oh, nice. I've got a new gem. Not again. Well, that's the thing that happened. Can't say I ever really liked siding with the Mafia very much. Especially as I'm trying to play someone who's good and tolerant of everybody. But I'm not going to tolerate the Mafia.
I want to hear that you're ready for your next fight. What do you need?
I'm guessing it's going to be something corrupt, but tell me about my next fight and tell me the truth.
This next fight should be fairly simple for you. I once more want to send you up against 4 opponents. The crowd loves those fights. These are tougher than the students you faced before, but should pose no problem. Are you ready to get started?
I'm guessing these are going to be part of the guild.
Excellent. Follow me and we'll get you ready for your next match.
We found him just like this.
You did?
3 Reach, the old stableman, found him. He kept everyone else out.
We can trust him. What about Cho? Do we know who's responsible?
Last I saw of him, he was following Raging Dragon.
She fights next, does she not? Replace the men slated for that match with our own, and ensure that their blades are coated with extract from the ebon orchid. Even the ancient magic of this place could not neutralize that poison.
It will be done. What about Lucky Cho? There are hundreds of people here to see the new fighter. We can't carry the body out of here.
Then we don't. You must always use the resources available to you.
That was awesome. However, it's just a bit of a shame that Black Whirlwind couldn't hit him.
Flashing blades and deadly grace.
Then we could have avoided getting into trouble for that. Oh, come on, stop missing. Now, I wonder if that black blob is ever poisoned. Mind you, that man didn't drop one. Let's see. Oh, nice.
I do not know who those men were. The fighters I picked for you to face were not guild men, and they certainly lack poison-coated blades.
I think if there's a gem that increases the drop rate of those black circles, we should go for it. Yeah, I don't trust you at all. And you're Kailan's man, aren't you?
Those men were Kylans, not mine. I keep myself as far away from that end of things as I can. You have to believe that I look out for my fighters. Just before you came up here, I received word from one of the guildmen from outside the arena. They send their apologies. I believe they feel Kylan's actions were not appropriated to the situation. You shouldn't have to fear assassins again, not after that message.
Yeah, whatever. Because they're completely going to obey that, aren't they? You moron, I can't trust the guild. They were behind this.
You are not hearing this from me, but tensions have risen between the Serpent and the guild itself. He's making a bid for control, and some factions are quite upset. You may feel caught in the middle, but the weather sages say the eye of the storm is the safest place.
Tell me about my next fight.
We've had a request from the Imperial Army. They want one of our best to help them test out a small group of war machines known as golems. I've decided to put you up against them. I want you to prove that our folks are superior to anything the army could devise. Are you ready to show them what you've got?
This is going to be incredibly useful knowledge for me.
Excellent. Follow me and we'll get you ready for your next match.
Plus, if they don't have any weaknesses while I'm working at the golem factory, I could build some in.
The Imperial Army honors us with a most unique trial.
Oh, good. I was worried for a second they were going to be immune to this. If they imbued them with the spirits of the dead and made them immune to this, that would be very clever. Well, they are not actually all that impressive.
I knew you could defeat those things. The Imperial Army's telling me they figured out some way to improve upon the design, thanks to you.
Balls.
I say stick to traditional soldiers. Sagacious Tien needed no machines to build the Empire.
There's no interruption. In that case, tell me about the next fight.
I rushed out notification of this match, and we've had the outcriers shouting themselves hoarse. I hear many nobles will even be in attendance. It's rare that the Silver Division rests balanced against a single victory on the scales of combat, you know. But you, Raging Dragon, are what truly draws them in. Once in a lifetime does a single person throw the grand institution of the arena into such disarray. Will you face Soldier now? The Silver Division Championship awaits you.
Soldier. Let me see if I can talk to him about this.
If that's the decision you want to make, it's your profanation. You just let me know when you've changed your mind. When you walk the streets and hear...
I wonder if he'll tell me anything more about Black Whirlwind now.
Looks like you're still walking after that last. We'll take care of that in the next match, New Blood. Trust me. I've been looking forward to taking you down a notch.
Are you prepared to answer some questions now?
Trying to figure out how to deal with Soul. You are going...
Okay, fair enough. Let's go then.
I want to hear... What? I rushed out notification of this match, and we've had the outcriers shouting themselves... It's rare, but you, Raging Dragon, are what truly draws them in. Will... Excellent. Follow me and...
Iron Soldier has faced all comers, but how will the Silver Champion fare against Raging Dragon?
It's quite funny that his taunt is like that of a school child.
Soldier is a worthy opponent. I hope you understand how many warriors have tried to extrapolate him from the Silver Division Championship. Be proud! From here, your battles will be even harder. A test, if you will, to see if you stand a chance against the Ravager. Impress the crowd, and you will have your chance against the Ravager himself. I can promise you that.
That's very interesting. I wonder how involved the Ravager is. Have I met the Ravager? Perhaps I should hunt him down, actually.
What?
Do you know any more about Black Whirlwind's history?
More than I'd care to. I strongly suspect that Lucky Cho's disappearance was no coincidence. I wondered when things would come to a head. I was hoping Black Whirlwind would just stay away, but he won't, will he? Not while you're here.
Yeah, Black Whirlwind's my buddy. He says that Raging Ox is actually dead. Do you believe him?
I wondered. It seemed too convenient that he'd one day just suddenly leave and never return, with only a letter to tell us he was going. I figured that if Raging Ox had been killed, only one person I could think of possessed the skills to do it. His brother. For his sake, I kept my peace. The last thing he needs is accusations of murder. He's already filled a dozen scrolls with records of public drunkenness, crimes against decency, and violence. Now, let's not speak of this again. If you must speak of it, talk to your friend directly.
I'm guessing there's not that much more to add yet. We probably need another little cutscene, for lack of a better word.
Things are interesting right now. Be as careful walking the streets as you are in the ring. I don't think Kailan is pleased with your progress.
I know where the Ravager...
Your victories are impossible for the other fighters to ignore. You are a master of the arena, the ground where executioners are born. Perhaps you have potential that you are not even aware of. There may be a role in the executioners for you after all. Why have you chosen to come here when you have already earned the favor of the Inquisitor? Do you wish the blessing of someone less corrupted?
Oh, interesting. It doesn't give me the option of another excuse. I guess probably best not to his face, tell him that I don't think much of him. I think he probably is less corrupt than the other guy. He's probably more violent and less lying, less manipulative. If you'll have me.
No, you are stronger than that. We will train away this timid front and tap a potential that you haven't yet dreamed of. If you survive, you will join an order unlike any other. We enforce the will of Death's Hand and the Emperor. We guard the treasures of the Empire. This will be your responsibility. Can you look on silver coins, golden tablets, or prophesized artifacts and think only of duty?
I would be honored.
Then we will waste no more time. You are adequate, and I will allow you to begin training. Proceed to our fortress. It lies at the far side of the burial ground that is the necropolis, which you may reach through the rich section of the city. Present this token so that they will know you. I expect great things of you. Not many of our recruits possess both the skills to become executioners and the personality to attract such a loyal band of followers.
You might find that I'm no ordinary recruit.
Indeed. Many others think that they are above the norm when they join us, as if acceptance elevates their status. You will learn that conformity to our ways will serve you better. I am well aware of those who come with you, their strengths and their weaknesses. You inspire loyalty in most of those who follow you. That will serve you well.
Salt Fox isn't loyal to me. Are you saying someone isn't loyal to me?
Am I? Or do you doubt your own abilities to deal with them if proven treacherous? In time, you will see that your loyalty to our order is all that matters. If you survive your training and remain in control of your senses, perhaps you will serve at my side one day.
I never enjoy controlling my senses. They catch a lot of things I'd miss. Whatever. We'd better tell the others we made some progress.
We will do that next time, I think. Thank you for watching, and come back to some more Jade Empire. Also, I've just realised that this compressor has an automatic attack and release button, and I didn't have that turned on, so I won't put a compressor in next video. I'll change the settings on the limiter. Thank you for watching. Strongarm. Protector Lowan was an enforcer for an openly secret society that offered protection to merchants and citizens throughout the Empire. In return for regular payments, the surprising number of accidents that occurred were greatly reduced. Coincidentally, these accidents often occurred in the presence of Protector Lowan, and he became very persuasive in getting more business for his organisation. As his star rose, so did his tastes. His penchant for gaudy jewellery eventually led to his acquiring this gem, and, at the time of his death at the hands of a crowd of angry merchants, some of his skill was imprinted in it.